I'd love to read this story. This story still stands today as one of the creepiest stories you've ever read, only because it was one of the first of many chain letters that would be received on everyone's Hotmail MSN accounts. And if you didn't share it, that would happen to you. So let's read this story. It's called Humans Can Lick Too. The story of the licking madman can also be traced to a chain letter that circulated on the internet several years ago. The story is basically the same, but with a few variations. According to the chain letter version, the story is set in a town called Farmersburg. The name conjures an image you might find on the front of a butter tub: bright sunshine, lush green fields, and quiet, tight-knit neighborhoods. The setting is also a perfect storm. People feel safe in their routines, in familiar surroundings, and as the chain letter illustrates, that sense of safety is not realistic. A young girl is left at home while her parents head out for an overnight trip. She is told to lock every window and door and does so with the exception of a window in the basement that will close but won't lock. She locks the basement door to be safe and snuggles up with the dog to go to sleep. As she's watching TV with her dog, she sees a news report of a man that has recently escaped an insane asylum not far from where she lives. She clutches her dog even closer and tells herself that this can only happen in the big cities or somewhere else, but not her house, not in this town. Sometimes her dog likes to sleep at the end of the bed or on the side on the floor. So at some point during the night, the girl wakes with a start. It sounds like a tap somewhere and the house is dripping, so she ignores it and tries to go back to sleep, reaching for her dog on the floor. When the dog licks her hand, she feels safe and drifts back to sleep. In the morning, the girl awakes to find the dog missing. She heads to the kitchen to check the tap and sees her parents pulling down the driveway through the window. She heads upstairs to the bathroom to take a shower and finds the family dog skinned and hanging from the shower rod. The dog's blood is dripping into a growing puddle on the floor. The girl quickly runs to her bedroom in search of a weapon, just in case the culprit is still in the house. But she comes upon a message scrawled on a piece of paper on the floor by her bed. It's written in blood: "Humans can lick too." Whether you've heard the story around a campfire or you've received the chain letter in your email, it's likely that you're already familiar with this urban legend. It's quite popular and often used to strike fear into the hearts of children who insist on being mature enough to be left alone at home. As the story illustrates, bad things happen to those who ignore their personal safety and lull themselves into a false sense of security. Often, the darkest things happen to those who live in the safest places. This was posted by Haunt Heads a few years ago. And that's the end of the story. Stay spooky.